What's up, guys? Back with another video, man. I'm just sitting here. I want to do another video because I'm getting so excited for UFC 273 at Jacksonville, Florida. I just watched the countdown, breaking everything down. I want to talk about Alex Volkanovski. A lot of people, like when Alex Volkanovski first became the champ, he beat Max Holloway. I feel like a lot of people, didn't give him the respect he deserved. And like some of it was a little bit warranted because a lot of people thought that, including myself, thought Max Holloway won that first fight. And a lot of people thought Max Holloway won the rematch. A lot of people definitely thought Max Holloway won the rematch and they gave it to Volkanovski. I would say the first fight was a little bit more 50-50, but the second fight really looked like Max Holloway did enough to win. So, there's been kind of that, that looming over his championship run that he's not the legitimate champion because, he didn't beat Max, or people thought that Max got ripped off and that's why he was champion. So, he had a lot of naysayers, doubters, didn't believe in like his skill set, didn't believe that he was the legitimate champion. People didn't believe that Alexander Volkanovski was the legitimate champion because of what happened with Max Holloway. And then he goes and fights Brian Ortega, and we see a different side of Alex Volkanovski that we've ever seen before. We've seen the side of him where he literally got caught in a submission where it looked like it was over, guys. I mean, I'm sitting at the couch watching. I'm thinking it's over. T-City, mountain guillotine. He's on his neck, fully wrapped up. I mean, you can hear him gargling. You can see his legs kicking. When someone's legs is kicking like this, that's a sign of panic. That's a sign of, oh my God, I got a couple more seconds. I'm about to get tapped out. So when I seen that, I was like, oh shoot. And then for him to, stick it out and not tap, and then obviously Ortega's arms were just blown up with so much blood, he had to let go because he gassed his arms out. But to see that and then see him kind of start to transition to get caught in that triangle, I mean, God, we were all sitting here like, dude, this is Brian Ortega's submission. This is literally Brian T-City Ortega. This is over right now. The triangle, and then he gets out of that, and then he gets on top and starts pounding with shots. I was honestly really, really surprised to see how much heart Alexander Volkanovski had, and I think he surprised a lot of people. But you still have naysayers. You still have people that do not believe that he is as good as he's looking right now, honestly. And, he did beat Brian Ortega. I believe it was 50-45 or 50-44 or something like that. So he did significantly beat Brian Ortega, even though I feel like the fight was pretty entertaining. You still have a lot of people out there that do not believe that Alexander Volkanovski is that good of a champ. And I believe he's good, man. I really do. I believe that Volkanovski has a skill set and the cardio. Oh my God, that kid has so much cardio. And I believe he has the will to win. You got to have the will to win to be a champion in the UFC. Look at every champ. Look at Usman. Look at Adesanya. Look at Glover Teixeira at 41 years old, breakthrough. You got to have the will to win to be a champion. And I think Volkanovski proved against Brian Ortega that he's a real champion. And so when he goes and fights Korean Zombie, a fighter who Brian Ortega dismantled rather easily, I'm thinking and I'm looking at this fight as and still, guys. I'm looking at featherweight gold is still running through Australia after this fight. When it's all said and done at the VyStar Memorial Arena, when that night is over, I still believe wholeheartedly that featherweight gold will still run through Australia. And I think right now the Anzac MMA fighters, Australian, New Zealand fighters, Tai Tuivasa, Alexander Volkanovski, Kai Kara-France, Robert Whittaker, Casey O'Neill, they're showing up big time right now, a lot of the fighters from Australia and New Zealand. So it's really cool to see that side of the world, showing their talent, repping on the world stage that they're world class too, not just America and Brazil, Australia and New Zealand have tons of talent over there as well. And I'm sure there's more coming. From over there. But yeah, I do believe Alexander Volkanovski, first Australian born champion. That's huge. And he's doing it. He's repping it. And I do believe he's going to beat the Korean Zombie. I'm sure they'll have some tricks up their sleeve that side because they'll have Henry Cejudo in his corner. But I do believe ultimately Alexander Volkanovski will get it done. And that's just something I want to just make a video about. I'll dive into a deeper breakdown of Volkanovski versus Korean Zombie later next week during fight week. But I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What fight you guys are more excited about? Any new content you want me to drop, and I'll be sure to do it. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing. I'll be back with another video. Let's get it.